But there is a pass rusher that is officially available. Joey Bosa, released by the Los Angeles Chargers, 5-time Pro Bowler, saved $25 million in change in cap space. Bosa now can sign anywhere. What's your interest level in Bosa?
Medium. Not against it, not super for it. I think the price tag's high for a guy that's dealt with a slew of injuries the last few years. Obviously a premier talent, a really, really good edge rusher, and a guy that would obviously help this Packers defense. It just doesn't feel like a Goody signing. But if it happens, I'll praise it.
I'm all the way out.
All the way out?
All the way out.
Why?
No interest. If we're going to sit here and wring our hands every year, but is Christian Watson going to be available? If we're going to be ticked off to the point where we're shipping Jair out, you know who's been available less?
Joey Bosa?
Joey Bosa.
Yeah.
And he hasn't even been...
He could be our new Jair, though.
He hasn't had a 10-sack season since 2021.
Really? Okay.
The last time, then that's also, not coincidentally, the last time he played a full
Make
season.
it low interest if it's on a good price tag.
And this was the healthiest he's been. He played 14 games this last year, 5 sacks.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was only 5 or 6. Yeah.
So I'm not, the guy's going to be turning 30 soon.
Could you make the change of scenery argument?
If it wasn't so injury dependent.
Yeah,
that's
downfall.
Fair. That's a fair point.
Also, a Harbaugh moving on from a Bosa tells me there's more than just not a fit.
Now that is a good point.
Like those two, the Bosas and the Harbaughs are a marriage made in heaven.
Yeah, right?
Despite the fact Ohio State versus Michigan, but I hear
yeah, but I mean, no, just like-minded individuals.
Yes.
I hear you.
Like-minded individuals.
Come from the
there.
same cloth.
Yes. So I would roll my eyes at a Joey Bosa signing because I don't think he's solving anything.
What if it's cheap? And I don't think it would be, so never mind.
Yeah, then what? We're talking $3 million?
Probably more than that.
$5 million?
Let's say a 2-year deal at $20 million.
Maybe. It's got to be incentive laced. I don't want to be locked into guaranteeing him $10 million.
Okay.
Again, if he was productive this year, sure. But he was relatively healthy, and
mostly unproductive.
We've got guys that could get 10 sacks in a season. Or excuse me, 5 sacks in a season.
We have
the Packers.
5. We don't have 10.
Yeah, that's what I meant. We are littered with guys that can get 5 sacks.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that next level. And if you don't have that potential to get me that next level, I guess he's got some of that potential.
Aren't you realizing we're at a point where they might not get that next level guy? At least the sexy name. They might get a guy who could turn into productive.
But Joey Bosa, somebody who hasn't had a double-digit sack season since 2021, was relatively healthy this past year at 5 sacks, is about to turn 30. Doesn't sound like a goody guy.
No, it does not.
Does not sound like a goody guy to me.